blowers and flamethrowers. If they getting money or on their bullshit, they rooting for us. If you up at first or you duping back, just keep your focus, nigga.
1, 2, let me buckle my boots. 3, 4, these niggas hollering about 1, 5, 6, nigga, what side you fucking with? Yeah, 7, 8, we moving collard green, waiting, nigga. 1, 2, let me buckle my boots. Yeah, 3, 4, these niggas hollering about 1, yeah, 5, 6, a couple pounds, a couple clips. 7, 8, come to your hood and wake and bake, little nigga.
1, 2, I'ma strap on my boots. 3, 4, niggas ready to shoot. Drop top, turn your head to a coupe. Shit bag, only think you eat is soup. 5, 6, get the bags for cheap. 5-0, watch out for the sweeps. Dirty game, no love in these streets. For self, niggas play for keeps. What they talking about, they know that we riding. Outside with the blicky, they know that we not hiding. Pressure get applied, Kodak we sniping. Wake and bake your block, at your top we at your noggin. I call it green bricks, I'm right back to the money. Need a bad bitch with a fat ass like Ari. What you talking about? Can't hear, broke boy sorry. Don't make bring out the sticks. Atari, what you doing? What you doing?
1, 2, let me buckle my boots. 3, 4, these niggas hollering about 1, 5, 6, nigga, what side you fucking with? Yeah, 7, 8, we moving collard green, waiting, nigga. 1, 2, let me buckle my boots. Yeah, 3, 4, these niggas hollering about 1, yeah, 5, 6, a couple pounds, a couple clips. 7, 8, come to your hood and wake and bake, little nigga.
Yeah. So my nigga hit the snooze button. Go against the temple, you gonna lose something. Come from out that water, hit the cruise button. Pounds and clips, keep that on the down. They round your lips like paws, we keeping it going. Pistol grip, stashing traps for lime on. Treat us like a pawn, like what's your motive, but already knowing. And turn you to spawn, yeah my nigga, we ain't in the spawn. And my niggas spawn, hit your block and they rockin' like cars. Better offset it right out like brrr. Big bag money kinda go brrr. 3-5 for the zone that wood. Yeah, fresh up out the interstate to a plate, nigga. We out them sticks and trenches, shit ain't for the faint, nigga. All that old other shit, yeah, that's just what this ain't, nigga. And that's what it is. My mama taught me every day ain't it sunny. Nigga, handle your biz, so this is that southern hospitality with principalities. Trigger finger right up under the barrel in front of the talents beat. What the fuck they talking about?
1, 2, let me buckle my boots. Got my 3, 4, these niggas hollering about 1, 5, 6, nigga, what side fucking with? 8, 7, 8, we moving collard green, waiting, nigga. 1, 2, let me buckle my boots. Yeah, 3, 4, these niggas hollering about 1, 6, a couple pounds, a couple clips. 7, 8, come to your hood and wake and bake, little nigga.
Oh, you didn't know? Well, your ass better call somebody! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Smuvie Mane Entertainment presents Welcome to the Show! I'm your host, Smuvie Mane Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Smooth Money Mayweather, the Paper Chaser. Holla at your boy. And welcome to the show.
I came in to take game over, eating everything, no leftovers. I pulled up with all my soldiers. Boss status one word is over. In my hood they treat me like Hova. Pressure, I apply pressure. Pressure, I apply pressure. Pressure, I apply pressure. I'm out they throats, I ain't letting off. 100 car, I'm about to let it off.
We are back. We are back. Been a minute. Been a minute. I'm working on some stuff like that. I hate when I go back. a lot of drama that's going on and shit like that. Gonna be talking about Zion, talking about Lakers, former Dolphins coach, talk about that, going on with that. There's a lot of crazy stuff. Like I said, I go away not because I'm quitting on this. It's not because being lazy or you ain't trying to get nothing out. No, I'm working on this, you know what I'm saying? Stuff behind this. I do all this graphic, voice edit, intro. I got some other stuff coming in too, like you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, got some other stuff coming up. And you know, you just be on the lookout for it. That's all I'm saying. Just be on the lookout for it. You know what I'm saying? More stuff. More stuff. But like I said, man, we're gonna be talking about Zion real quick. So that's gonna be the first thing we're gonna talk about. I said this before. They don't want to play no more. If this is true, what people are saying, or it's a number of things I'm gonna be talking about with Zion. JJ Redick, if he wants to play, he wants to get out of New Orleans. You know, that's the case. Him wanting to get out of it's messed up. Way a lot of these players are doing, how they want to get out of their organization, whatever, man, messed up. You have a job. You guys are getting paid millions. And you sit out, you know what I'm saying, y'all collecting the check. You got fans that want to come see you and stuff like that. But you sitting out, faking the injury, you making up excuses. Whatever. I know what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong, you know, death in the family, you know, you got some personal issues going on. I understand. Like, you just making up stuff. You're sitting on the sideline laughing, jumping up and down, high-fiving, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't out there playing. That's just what my main thing with is. That's the case. People saying, okay, Zion wants out, Orleans. You know, that's what I got a problem. Like I said, man, you getting paid millions. I would hate for me to go to a game, get tickets, and my favorite player is not playing. I get to see you probably like 3 times out the year, maybe. And you're not paying? You know what I'm saying? You're not playing? That's what I got a problem with. These seats ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, the further you get down, we all know these seats ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? We in a couple thousand. Some seats. Couple thousand. You know what I'm saying? You know, you want to be way up there. That's like maybe like 75. You know what I'm saying? But you want to see the real action. You want to get down there. You want to get down there as close as you can that you can afford. Ain't nothing wrong being up there, but if you want to get down there with someone you can afford, you want to see more of the action. And these seats ain't cheap. You got kids that grow up want to see their favorite NBA player. I'm getting tickets for me, my son. You not playing. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? These cats are getting millions and millions of dollars. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying speculating. I'm trying to put it out there, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, bro, if that's true, that's, you know what I'm saying? What happened to, like, you being loyal to your team? I understand your team ain't loyal to you. When you're sitting down, What about the fan? You riding with your team, riding with the city. You know what I'm saying? Try to bring a championship to that city, but yet you want to go to a different city. Understand marketing and all the other stuff, you know. Maybe that's the problem. If the NBA somehow can help market these low budget cities or whatever, could that make it better? Could the players want to stay in the organization that they got drafted from? Or is it better just to go undrafted? That way you don't get a high pick. Maybe you can pick where you want to go. You feel what I'm saying? It's all different kind of stuff that it just sits in my mind, and I just want to think about, like, what can we do better to stop this type of? Because if you're telling me on top of that, you want to play with your favorite teammate that you play in AAU with and shit like that and form a team, I don't want to see that shit. I don't think a lot of people want to see that. I want to see competition. Competition. And so far this year, you know what I'm saying, it's looking pretty good. You know, especially the East has been up and down. You know, you got Chicago up at one point. You got Brooklyn up at one point. Washington was up at the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? You got teams that's coming up and rising. 76ers are playing well. Well, Embiid is playing well. You had Steph Curry at the beginning of the season that was just lighting it up. He had struggled at one point. Seemed like he's catching the groove back. You got Thompson back. Lakers has been a disaster. Brooklyn Nets has seemed, to me, it's been a disaster for what the team should have been. Same thing with the Lakers. On paper, you like, damn, they look like they could be. And they're not. You got Russell Westbrook leading the league in turnovers with his other former counterpart, James Harden, that was at one point leading the league in turnovers. They're battling back and forth. Probably the only reason why Westbrook is number one is because James Harden is out right now. You got stuff like that. You got major trades that was happening. You got the suspect Knicks, suspects Brooklyn Nets, like I said, and suspect Lakers. Suspect Knicks because the Knicks were hot last year. They look terrible. I just seen the report saying that Kemba Walker and the New York Knicks have come to agreement that he will sideline. That's just another player that could get you at least 20, 25. You know what I'm saying? On a hot night, he gonna get you 30. Yeah, he sidelined. Bad trading. Bad GM and making these moves to get these players if they don't fit. We're gonna be talking about that too with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be the one to be like, LeBron James doesn't get fair share of the blame. But at the end of the day, you the GM. He ain't your boss. He's a player. Let's get this understandable. We sign your check. You don't sign my check. We sign your check. And I understand like that we're in more of a player power league. But my thing is like, even for the Lakers, you have an astounding franchise. You know what I'm saying? Decades upon decades upon decades of champions. You know what I'm saying? You have more legends than most other teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, one of the legends is the logo. Kareem, Magic, Kobe, Shaq. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand where we get into this, where you saying that these NBA players are running the league and stuff. When I sign you, you're signed to a 4-year deal, 3-year deal, whatever the case may be. There's no possible way that you're telling me one player is going to decide who we pick up. You do this this is your job. That's not his job. You just sit here and tell me that he made this strong pitch and you just went with it. That's a different type of story. If I'm pitching this to you, saying that could be a good potential move for us, that's a little bit different. But when you're saying like, he got the final say and all that stuff, like, no, the GM got the final. The GM need to be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing about it is, I don't care what no one says. Since you've been here, you've been hurt. You played half the season, and you're giving us one champion. And it's not like this. I'm sorry. We give LeBron way too much credit. Way too much credit. Way too much credit. Way too much credit. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna keep saying this. You whatever, a win's a win. I understand that, but that bubble championship is a bubble champion. You know what I'm saying? You do have to win, but it's just certain things like If it was a regular season, would they really have won that? I don't. They proving it right now that like they can't. You know what I'm saying? I believe injuries would have came into play. Fatigue would have came into play. More chemistry from other teams would have came into play. All that would have been a factor, in my opinion. This is my opinion. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. But we getting kind of sidetracked. But you know what I'm saying? A couple of days ago, JJ Redick came out, and we're talking about Zion Williams. He came out and was like, it's messed up because it was a report that CJ hasn't heard from Zion. My thing about it is, I be like on the spectrum, on a different spectrum. JJ, what is you of your business that Zion didn't reach out to? As the whole, why is that a problem? Maybe he didn't have his number. How would we know that he wasn't trying to reach? I'm just saying at the time, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I read another article today, did reach out. But we jumping too ahead. This is what JJ Redick said. And I understand that you was a teammate of his and everything like that, so you know more than I know. You know what I'm saying? But I always keep saying, like, this speculation so y'all can spin a story is just amazing. You know what I'm saying? The ammunition that you use, make yourself look good as an analyst and stuff. It's amazing. This is a pattern. This is a quote, JJ. This is a pattern of behavior with Zion that we are seeing again and again. I was a teammate. I can describe him as a detached teammate. That is an accurate statement. You know what I'm saying? It could be. It could be like could be. But have we ever asked the question why? Maybe he may be that. Maybe a separation issue with his family and stuff like that. City, new environment. Like, he only played 1 year in college. So it was immediate transition. Like, he was just playing AAU basketball in high school. Immediately went to college. And right after that, played 1 year, went right into the NBA and has been hurt numerous times. Hasn't even played a full season. Hasn't been around his teammates. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it could be. Maybe it's not all just like, oh, I'm just like an asshole, and you just think I'm an. It could be some psychological shit that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to speculate, but you know what I'm saying? I always try to be on both playing field where we like, this is the reason why, this is a shame, da 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 da. Because me, Mr. JJ Redick, if you know that you was his teammate, you got Zion's number. How about you call Zion and get a 100% fact? Own it. Not a statement that you come in with your heart and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying about that. Because like I said, there's a report possible issue as a teammate came into public view during this past week. All-Star DJ said he hasn't spoken to Williams since he was traded to New Orleans from the Portland at the trade deadline. This is a quote from CJ. I haven't had a conversation with him directly. I spoke with some people close to him and look forward to sitting down with him sooner than later. CJ said Saturday night, I know about as much as you do right now, but I'm going to get to the bottom of it. That was reported on, Saturday night during the All-Star, weekend. Like I said, maybe there's something going on. Not just because he want to get traded. Because my thing about it is, if I'm a GM, president of operation, owner, and we talking about picking up players during the offseason, making trades during the offseason, I'm sorry, I would even want Zion. And that's just being honest. I like Zion. I at one point, if it wasn't for these injuries, I would say, Zion was going to be the next big thing. He was going to be the next big franchise, face of the franchise. I said that. I stand by that. You know what I'm saying? My quote. I stand on it. Could he turn the season around? His career around? Yeah, he could. I'm saying he could. But it's just not looking good. Like, John Morant is buzzing past right now. Buzzing past. Like, it's been a period of time that no one was talking about Zion. Nothing on the internet about him. You know what I'm saying? So it's just amazing to me. But like I said, man, it was another article I had read, and it had me curious because it was just saying that he reached out to CJ. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find it. I can't. Yeah, here we go. Oh. Zion Williams reached out to CJ McCollum, but ex-teammate JJ isn't impressed. You feel the hate, you know what I'm saying? I be feeling like JJ is a hater sometimes. In the silence between CJ arriving in New Orleans, Zion Williams has reached out to his new teammate. CJ was traded to the Pelicans earlier this month. Play just 5 games with the team before the All-Star break. CJ then revealed during the All-Star event on Saturday night that he had yet spoken to Zion, who is still injured and has not played the season. We already read the quote. The conversation hasn't known. Zion reached out to CJ after those comments, and the two have spoken, according to ESPN. Andrew. A report on NBA Today, CJ told ESPN that since his interview over the weekend with the TNT crew, Zion has reached out and the two have spoken. It's also saying that Williams is still recovering after his foot injury over the summer that requires surgery. He was supposed to be ready to go by the start of the season, but did not start and faced multiple setbacks in this rehab that has kept him out. He also reported showing up to practice before the season at one point weighing more than 300 pounds. Now, it's hard to work out because your leg. So that's kind of understandable and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Zion has left New Orleans to focus on his rehab in Portland, Oregon, and reportedly may need a second foot surgery, which would undoubtedly delay his return even further in the future. Like, that is crazy, my dude. Like, another foot surgery, and this season's damn near half is over with. Like, All-Star is damn near like tail end of season. Like, we about to get ready for the playoffs. Postseason's about to come, baby. And y'all look like y'all gonna be an early round of exit anyway. Or not at all, I should say. Not early round exit. #12 spot. 2 games behind Portland and 10th spot. They could make some noise, you know what I'm saying, for the rest of the season. 23 and 35. And Portland is 25 and 37. Even the Lakers fall all the way out. You know what I'm saying? But the Pelicans lost 2 games just now. Portland and the LA Lakers are Portland's got a 4-game win streak. Lakers got a 1-game win streak. But JJ slammed Zion on the first day. He is no longer part of the Pelicans and now works as an analyst at ESPN. JJ led into his former teammate on First Take on Tuesday. I said we already read most of that. You know what's. It also actually called out Williams in front of. This is if Williamson can get back on the court, Redick knows how much impact he have for New Orleans. Former number 1 pick averaged 27 points, 7 rebounds last season. After all, his off-court issues, however, are overshadowing his game. I mean, Redick got a point if that's, you know what I'm saying, because I'm not going to say like he's causing trouble, he's out in clubs, none of that. Like, it's just the fact that you keep getting hurt. You're injury prone too early in your career. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what is in his eye, because my dude, 27 points for a guy that don't shoot threes and give you 7 rebounds. I want the rebounds to go up to at least about 8 or 9, but 7 rebounds is pretty good. So I like that. And I'm guaranteed he's probably shooting by like a high 55, 60% field. But the fact that what overshadowed his off-court issues is just the fact that he's hurt. He's hurt all the time. I think it was reported that it was a test. It was how many games he played. He has close to 100. I think it was like 70, 80 games probably in the 3 years that he's played. Not good. It's not good. And then we're talking about development as a player. And to shave off 300 pounds coming back from a foot injury, still putting weight on your bones and all that stuff, you're a high explosive young man. It just doesn't look good. Like, that's why I say, like, as me as an organization, we talking about value. You talking about you want to leave New Orleans. My dude, I couldn't pick you up because you're injury prone. This is why I don't be understanding like organizations pick some of these players because they picking for their name, brand that they got, not looking at the injury issues, the stat lines and stuff like that. Because there's no way that I would pick up Russell Westbrook for the Lakers. No way. If we're talking about trying to get Zion, I understand he'll be boxed, but he hasn't shown me nothing. I would have to take that type of hit and get somebody else versus me trying to get Zion. You know what I'm saying? I would be sitting here probably paying him like 4-something mil, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't paying. It goes back into that. He's not playing. And we paying this man. That's one of the things with me. That's just one of the things with me. And I don't know how that doesn't sit well with me in my eyes at all.
Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. He's been a good boy, so I'ma let him play with it. He know I'm a savage, I need the whole day with it. I'm a selfish bitch, never gave a fuck. If I fuck that nigga one time, he a lucky motherfucker. I'm a blessing, me and Poppy catching flights. Private jets to the yachts, them city lights. I like to twerk on the dick. Sit back, relax, let mama work on the dick. Yeah, he got me spoiled. We just flew to London for the weekend. We playing hide and seek, so daddy come find me. We kicking big boss shit, I love it when you inside me. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. I love the way he kiss her. He can't sleep because he miss her. He know this shit expensive. Gotta blow a bag just to sniff her. Me and Shawty keep it 1K. We don't tell each other secret. He keep them hoes in they place.
This is about my second or third or fifth time doing this. When I come back, I leave and I just be talking my ass off, dropping hot juice and stuff, and I got it on mute. And stuff. What the hell is wrong? One day we gonna get it together. But as I was saying, if you weren't listening, because I had a mute, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver's New York City COVID-19 vaccination rule is keeping Kyrie from playing at home game quite doesn't make sense. Adam Silver said the New York vaccine permitting Brooklyn Nets guard Kyrie from playing at home game does not make sense. Speaking during a appearance Wednesday morning on ESPN Get Up, as a player unvaccinated against the COVID-19, Kyrie hasn't allowed to play at the Barclays Center because of the mandate. However, a player from a different market who is unvaccinated may play in New York City. That's what I was just saying. Like, well, you couldn't hear what I was saying, but that's what I was saying when I read it. You can go to another team that's not unvaccinated and you can play there. That doesn't make sense. However, a player from a different market who is unvaccinated may play in New York City. This law in New York City is oddly of its to me and is at its own field to home players, Silver said. I think ultimately that rule is about protecting people who are in the area. It just doesn't quite make sense to me that a away player who is unvaccinated can play in the Barclays, but the home player can't. To me, that's a reason they should take a look at this. So, if you're gonna vaccinate Kyrie, I mean, you're not gonna let Kyrie play. Then no player that's coming in your play. Period. That's the only way that's gonna be fair. If a player comes to your city unvaccinated, they can't play. That's just what it is. Like, I thought Toronto was like that too. If you can't fly in Toronto because you got to be vaccinated. So that's what New York should be. You know what I'm saying? Silver said the league wants to make the vaccination a requirement for players, but the National Basketball Players Association pushed back. Still, this has 97 to 98 players vaccinated and has gotten the booster. So, but you can't beat those numbers and then you be telling players they already got vaccinated. Now, for the players that's coming into the league, they're not vaccinated, it may be something different. But 97 to 98, man, that's damn near everybody. You feel what I'm saying? That's probably just a handful of players that's probably not even like on waivers or something like that. Or been on the injury reserve since the season started or something. Or the states that don't require it. You know what I'm saying? But players may still have just gotten. With the NBA office in New York on top of that, Silver has seen firsthand of some of the making restructures being folded. There's a different feel in the city, and that's when more people are out and about. So while, again, my personal view is people should get vaccinated, I can't imagine where Brooklyn Park or now who wasn't in place. Eric Adams, when the original statement was made to have no city basketball requirement, as I said, it's crazy. Not really crazy, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I feel like Adam Silver. If it doesn't make sense to you that players can fly in and play, then you're the commissioner. So won't you just change the rules where players that are not vaccinated can't fly into the city? I don't understand. You're the commissioner. Y'all have to set. It's got to be at least an even playing field throughout the board, because if unvaccinated player come to my city and playing, that doesn't make any sense. Where I got a player that's in my city that's unvaccinated can't play in my city, but I can let people come in. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. Like, there's no way you can take my head around it, and it doesn't make sense. So with that being said, I don't understand why you haven't done nothing. Have not said nothing. Y'all set these rules into place before. You know what I'm saying? You want it to be a requirement. So I'm not saying you have the all say and be all, the say all and be all type of mentality or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's gotta be something, man. At least going into next year, if you're unvaccinated, you can't fly into the city. You know what I'm saying? Because if the player can't play in a city, you can't play either. Gotta be even playing. Gotta be like that. Your whole team ain't vaccinated, then hey, dog, require the forfeit. I think, in my opinion, because my players should be able to play a game. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm wrong about it. Maybe I'm right about it. You know? So, what else they got going? What else? See, at a news conference Wednesday, Adams said that the rule keeping Kyrie from playing is unfair, but he also said he's hesitant right now to change anything. So you know it's unfair. You complain about it. You want to make a statement about it. Why? At this particular time when the season's almost over. So I'm hoping going forward, if this is unfair and y'all can make the change where maybe, like I said, you don't have to change it where you want to make it a requirement. You can make it change it. Actually, it don't matter who you are. You go into a city that is mandated you can't play. Period. That's what I believe. First of all, I think the rule's unfair. I believe that we are saying to out of town athletes that they come in not vaccinated. Yet New York athletes have vaccinated. And they also do this for entertainment. I want people to know that entertainers can come here without being vaccinated and perform. I think it's fair. Wow. They even go even further with that. I didn't even know that. So that's even more crazy. So you're out of town entertainer, you can come and perform. But entertainers, that doesn't make any sense. Who made this rule? Who patented this? Who wrote this out? I don't understand. And he's saying that I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Saying that I'm not sure if Boston fan creates his rules. I don't know, but I am really, really leery about sending the wrong message. Having the city closed down again keeps me up at night. And the message we put in place, the rules was put in place. I start changing it now. I think it would send mixed messages. So I'm struggling with this. Just to be honest. Like I said, you ain't got to make it a requirement. You can keep it where it's at, where players that come in. Now, if you're saying to me that you worry about the city being shut down, but yet y'all allowing NBA players to come in that's not vaccinated. And I'm pretty sure during games and stuff like that, when they got their off times, or they're not practicing, or after the game, they hitting the city. You can't tell me that. They walking around, whatever they doing, like people still moving and stuff. So I don't understand. Next coach, Steve Nash, said before Wednesday game against the Knicks that the organization hopes there will be a change. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Yeah. He's saying this was, I guess, a quote from him. He's saying they're hopeful, but it's really out of our hands. Nash said we just have to be, patient and hopeful that this can happen. Yeah. And still haven't seen Ben Simmons. And I like to see how that's going to go too. On top of with Ben Simmons, KD, Kyrie. That was crazy before the trade deadline and stuff like that. Didn't get to talk about that. Could this work out? Yeah, it could work out. It could work out. Do I like to trade? I like to trade for Brooklyn because they got, even if Ben Simmons doesn't play, I think they got a great key piece in getting Stephen Curry, and Andre Drummond. Drummond gives you paint presence. Curry can put the ball on the floor. He can shoot the three. So, you got a little bit younger, got a little bit athletic on top of that. And like my biggest thing, you got size and paint. And Drummond is not no hoe. Like, you know what he does. I've been a Detroit fan. 20-20 at one point in his career. So I think this is a good look for them to get those two key players. And I think they got a draft pick on top of it. So they won out on the end on that. And it's just going to be interesting to see what's going to happen, how Ben's going to play. But for me to take that gamble and he doesn't make shots when it's going to become crunch time, that's what's going to bother me. That's what's going to bother me more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Because what if he falls under pressure again? And I hope he don't, knock on wood. You know what I'm saying? But I guess you got to be like the LA Rams. You got to go out and spend that money. You got to go out and get these players that people don't want and make power moves. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it could be good for you. Sometimes it could be bad. And I just don't know if I would have made that type of power move. I know things weren't working out with James Harden, but you don't even know if this is going to work out. But you did win out because you got Stephen Curry, got key pieces I think you needed. I want to say like the real strong. You got Patty Mills coming off the bench. You got Stephen Curry coming off the bench. Kyrie. You got Ben that can play the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4. So that would be good. And you got Drummond out there. You still got Blake. You gave up Paul Millsap. Should have probably gave up Blake too. But you still got a little bit of size. He give you hustle points. There's times where Blake can turn it up, be a high flyer. So we're gonna see how the second half go. But for right now, like they've been on my suspect list, so until I see them beat teams that they're gonna have to beat during the playoffs, they're gonna be all around suspect. You can beat up on bad teams. You can't beat up on good teams. You should be beaten, and you're gonna have to face them in the playoffs. You make me worried. So We gonna see. That's the only thing I can say. We gonna see. We gonna see.
Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. He's been a good boy, so I'ma let him play with it. He know I'm a savage, I need the whole day with it. I'm a selfish bitch, never gave a fuck. If I fuck that nigga one time, he a lucky motherfucker. I'm a blessing, me and Poppy catching flights. Private jets to the yachts, them city lights.
All right, y'all. Back at it. We gotta make this kind of. We run a good time and stuff like that. I'm trying to keep this in between an hour and stuff like that. We got a couple more things we got to talk about. Bron and the LA Lakers, the Brian Flores. We're gonna be talking right now. So let's just jump straight into it. Brian Flores said he declined to sign NDA separation agreement after fired by the Dolphins. According to Brian Flores, Miami Dolphin owner Steven Rose tried to get him to sign a separation agreement after he was fired. The former head coach told HBO Brian Gumbo in an interview that podcast Tuesday. This was around February the 22nd, so it was like yesterday. Had he signed that, Fleur and his attorney said his lawsuit against the team and the league wouldn't have been filed. You know what I'm saying? Night Brian Gumbo, exclusive interview with Brian Flores, first since being fired by the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think they made a typo. I don't remember him coaching. Flores' attorney said that because he declined to sign the separation agreement, which reportedly included an NDA, he gave up a lot of money. His attorney, Doug, then claimed and said the amount was millions of dollars. Ooh, they try to keep that hush money. They don't try to keep that hush money. Don't you say nothing. Shh. You know what I'm saying? To the coach's credit, he wasn't going to sign that because he wanted. It wasn't about the money, the attorney Doug said, told Gumbo. If it was about the money, he would have signed it. And most definitely true. He would have signed it. What he did instead was he filed his lawsuit so that he could help other coaches now and in the future. Hopefully this does work. Because I believe there's still only one black coach in the NFL. And I know we want to give the new Miami Dolphins coach, he's biracial. Got multiple races in him. Yeah. Race. Count that. I say two. One and a half. We got 1.5. 1.5 people. So I hope this all works out for him. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real stuff. You know, Dolphins denied the claim, but has brought receipts. Dolphins issued a statement Tuesday night denying Flores' claim about the separation agreement. You know, they're gonna fight to the end. They got millions. They're gonna fight to the end. They're claiming that it's false. Team said in the statement, ESPN, this just did not happen, and we simply cannot understand why Ross continues this pattern. of making unfound statements that he knows are untrue. He said, "We got the receipts, baby." Hey, if it's true, I'm telling you, the backlash y'all gonna get is gonna be even worse than y'all imagine. So I understand. You might as well just come out and say what it is. You feel me? Now, I said we got one more we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about LeBron real quick. And I believe we touched on it a little bit earlier. And if you know me, I'm not a LeBron fan, so it's hard for me to not really hard for me because I just keep it real with stuff that I talk about. I'm trying not to be biased as a fan and stick with my emotions hard and stuff like that. I give you real deal Holyfield type of shit. You feel me what I'm saying? So with that being said, is that I'm not saying I'm on the defense, but it's just it's 50-50, not even 50-50, bro. If you're the GM, like I said before, bro, there's no way possible you telling me that player has that much influence and you trying to throw that player under the bus type situation. And it says, why LeBron's latest power moves are a massive mistake as superstar continue to leverage NBA on his team. NBA leverage on his team. With Father Time, this is what Bill said. Bill Retto? I hope I said his name right. With Father Time no longer on his side, LeBron heavy hands could greatly affect his final act in the NBA. This is these word selections. He said that LeBron is making a massive mistake. One that I did not think he understands. Over the All-Star weekend, LeBron did what he always does, send out a whole bunch of signals about how he felt about his current team and what the consequences could be for his future if he doesn't get what he wants. However, he wants at that moment. This kind of thing usually works out after realizing the power of his words and actions, largely by misusing them that first year in Miami. LeBron has become a master of playing the leverage game. What follows is a career of several NBA organizations shaped by LeBron. NBA reality, if often focus on decisions on the GM, and it does coach who must abide. Those decisions are often ill-advised, but LeBron is also so talented it all almost works out anyway. And I guess that going into his point with the headline says that this has been a massive mistake because as talented he is, he can't solely carry a team. And to be honest with you, he never could solely carry a team. Couldn't get past it. As people say, he didn't have help in Cleveland. He didn't have a superstar. So, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't do it. So he had to team up with LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. And only won 2 championships after the 5, 6, 7, 8, you know what I'm saying, championships they said they was going to make with each other. Then you form another super team with Kyrie and Kevin Love and the supporting cast. Mar Shepard, J.R. Smith. I mean, Christian Thompson, Richard Jefferson. I mean, come on, bro. He had Derrick Rose on the team at one point. No, that was Cleveland. That's when he went back to Cleveland. I'm sorry. Ray Allen, that was on the team. Birdman, that was on the team. Mario Chalmers was on the team. Ladonis Haslam on the team. Man had talent, bro. Around him. But I think he was picking with his heart too. On top of that, picking a superstar instead of just going with talent that's out there, going off because Russell Westbrook got MVP because he got a triple double. Didn't mean he's a player. Team, you know what I'm saying? He's been leading the league in turnover. It doesn't make him a great player because he got an MVP trophy. Like I said, bro, this is offensive numbers. Offensive numbers, not an all-round talent. But that's going into something else, bro. Like, we could talk all day about like MVP talk, which we will. We'll be talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming up. MVP is about to come. We only got a couple more games. You know what I'm saying? It also goes into reading, saying that he has been over his career, the problem and the solution. The world's best player and one of his less impressive shadow GM. Take this season. There was no way the Lakers GM Rob Pelinka would require Russell Westbrook without LeBron James' permission. Look at the key where he wrote in there, without LeBron James' permission. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. But with the Russell Westbrook move not working out, what is LeBron's answer? To telegraph his displeasure about Pelinka and doing so on an in the communication, speculation about the Lakers, LeBron James' relationship and its future together. It is not accurately. It also is getting very close to being no effort. With that being all said, like, it seems like what LeBron is doing is having that scapegoat. I said it myself. It goes even before. Y'all wanted to get rid of them. You had Lonzo Ball. You had Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart. Even before all them too. You had Julius Randle, Delonte Russell. I mean, wasn't Swaggy P on there or something like that? It was one cat that was on there. And he ended up retiring like real early in the career. I think he went to the Golden State. And then he retired after that. Nick Young. I think his name is Nick Young, matter of fact. But, you know, stuff like that. Y'all wanted this. Y'all did all those trades to get rid of all that playing, and they talented in a different organization. Brandon Ingram won best most improved player. Ball is, you know, even though he's hurt right now, has improved. Been a great defender. Young, athletic. Brandon Ingram, young, athletic. Alex Caruso, leading before he got hurt, he was leading the league in steals. Hustle guy, can put the ball on the floor, shoot the three, give you D. Loves giving you D. Danny Green, another player, flourishing in 76. When you play in LeBron's system, is all fucked up. When y'all make this about him, y'all, it's like y'all bow down to. I understand he's great, but I'm the coach. Certain shit wouldn't be going on. You're gonna be sitting right next to me. You'll be sitting on the bench of some shit you do. If I'm the GM, no, we're not getting this player. I'm picking what was it, Buddy Love or Buddy Hill. We're getting him. We're trading for him. You had Alex Caruso, KCP. Y'all got rid of these cats to win a championship one time. And you sign these cats to a 5-year deal. You sign an extension, 2 more years, stuff like that. To me, when y'all do stuff like that, y'all lost. And you could continue to lost out. Got no picks. You're locked in with Russell now. Got none but old cats on your roster. Can't defend. And what do you think that when the playoffs gonna come? Playoffs are gonna come and it's gonna be more fast paced. A lot of stuff is gonna be moving. And you're gonna be fucked. I'm just saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I've been said this, but people didn't want to believe me when I was saying this. Maybe y'all start listening. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is on that. But with that being said, man, you know what I'm saying? I enjoyed this time. You know, we back at it. Wednesdays between 8 and 9. That's the start time. Sundays we back at it. 8 and 9, you know what I'm saying? Going live. Any artists that want to link up, you know what I'm saying? We want to talk about your music. Let's just talk about it. We jump on here, man. And get it popping. You know what I'm saying? If you see me on live, you know, hit my line, hit my DM up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could jump on. We can discuss whatever. You know what I'm saying? Sports, music, current events, stuff like that, bro. We can talk about it. All that stuff. Feel me? And we could just keep this shit. We keep this pimping going. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got more stuff to come. If you know me, you know I do art, graphic designs, stuff like that. And like I said, a lot of this stuff that you see on here, I did myself. So I'm trying to get something together where I got some artwork up here. Artwork. Especially around different seasons and stuff like that. Meaning like if Black History roll around next year, there'll be a Black History type of artwork. Something like a post like that, or shirt, something like that, hoodie or something like that. Depending on what the season is and stuff like that, you know, have stuff. Giving, I would just like y'all to have it. Have it on top of it. Type. A lot of stuff we working on. Like I said, when I go away for a period of time, and not because, and I'm gonna be better with that, not going away on top of it. I said I was gonna be. You gotta make that fun and care and that patent going. Revving this up, you know what I'm saying? Keep it going because I fuck with this. I like it. That being said, like I said, it's Bruce Wayne, aka Smuvie Mane Mayweather. Holla at you, boy. Thanks for coming to the show. You already know what it is. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching or listening to Welcome to the Show. For more episodes, make sure you subscribe here and also turn your bell notification so you don't miss out on another spectacular episode of Welcome to the Show.